Hey, I'm back. I know you haven't seen me in a while. I'm sorry about that. Been a little bit busy, but I thought I would come back today and show you some stories, some interesting ones and some somewhat disturbing ones that happened recently involving trains. And I was like, what is going on with trains? But anyways, let's check them out. Okay, so we have our first one here, and it says, thief steals brake handles, control panel, and more from train in Shizuoka. So apparently this happened recently, and they're just stealing a bunch of stuff off trains. And I know I did this story about maybe a year ago where someone was stealing the little handles from trains, but now people are stealing more stuff. On top of that, a few months ago, someone actually took one of the keys to get into the conductor's little booth area, and they were going inside there. Like, these people are getting out of control. I don't even know why you'd want to steal that stuff, like the brake handles and control panels. It's ridiculous. So it says, on the morning of May 26th, staff at the Shimada station on the Tokaido line in Shizuoka noticed one of the train doors was open. When they looked inside, they found that numerous items were missing from the driver's cab from the previous night, including brake handles and the entire driver's seat apparatus. I think people now are buying these and just using them to sell online. I guess people are buying them, like otaku are buying them, but like, come on, this is way too much. I was saying before, they should probably just take the old trains and like take this memorabilia, like just take it out of the train and sell it and auction it off to raise money. Or they could, when they're making these, just make like one or two extra and auction them off to the highest bidder. That way the company can hopefully make a little bit more money. But it's kind of ridiculous people are stealing this. This is terrible. And so they talk about this and how people use the master key. People are reacting to this online. One person says, "This is a huge derailment incident. Whoever did this isn't a train maniac or fan. They're just a thief. People steal because there's a demand for it. Don't buy this, train otaku. If you buy this stuff, it starts a market for stolen things. This kind of thing is incredible in a way. I wonder if they're looking to sell it to other train maniacs. I can't believe someone would actually think and follow through with this." I believe it. People are getting out of control. So I hope this kind of calms down and it stops, but this is actually getting to be dangerous. So that's one of them. Next story is this one, also bad. It says, we just wanted to see them stop. 4 train otaku arrested for throwing smoke bombs at train. Why are they doing this? So this one is younger. These are like kids. But it says, from climbing revered monuments to playing chicken with cars, middle school and high school students are not known for controlling their impulses, however ridiculous they may seem. Still, that doesn't make them immune to consequences, which is why 4 mischievous high school students were arrested this week for throwing smoke bombs at trains. Why are they doing this? So apparently they're train otaku and they wanted to see a train make an emergency stop. Why? Why? So they did this. They're arrested on February 15th for doing this for forcible obstruction of business. And I don't know if you saw the video I guess about a month ago or 2 months ago. An old man kept putting his foot in the doors of a train so it wouldn't close, so it delayed the train for about like 5 minutes or so. Which you usually think like, oh, that's not that much. But in Japan, they're really strict about time, so people were really angry about this. And I think he was almost charged with forcible obstruction of business, and I'm glad these kids were, but they actually had to stop the train because of all this smoke. And it says they also did something else. It says he and his 2 friends pulled a switch that cut off the wiring of a train in Mitaka Station, causing a 6-minute delay. Why do you want to see an emergency stop? I don't understand what's so interesting about that. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I don't understand. So, terrible, but at least they've been arrested and charged. What do you think they should get for this? Do you think they need like just a fine, or you think they need like a few weeks in jail? I don't know if they need years in jail. It's not that bad, but they need some punishment for doing this. This is ridiculous. But there's I don't know if this is worse or better story, but here it says, Chikan molester runs away from Japanese high school girls at train station in Japan. For those that aren't familiar with what a Chikan is, it's someone who touches You could touch men too, but touches people in public. It usually happens on the train, so there's so many people you can't really tell what's happening, and someone just puts their hand down and kind of like touches a woman, etc. And so this is a really big problem in Japan, and it's happening more and more. And one of the most disgusting things about it is it usually happens to like high school and middle school girls, which I guess happening to anyone is bad, but especially like underage girls, that's even worse. And so recently it happened, and this time the girls, I guess the high school girls and middle school girls, actually said something and chased after the man after he got off the train, which I thought, oh, it's good. And so here it shows what happened. So hopefully you can see it here. This guy's running away. And so you see the girls chasing him there. So I really like this. Apparently later he was caught. You see disembarking from the train on platform 5. They're saying "Nigeta na," which means don't run away. And then you see the older man tripping him. So I'll play that again. So see him running. Watch the man come in screen. Let's see that again. One more time for good measure. I like that. And so eventually they caught him, and he's charged with this. So that was great. They actually caught him, and he's going to be arrested, and will get some kind of punishment for doing this. He's a salary man, which they say is just like a normal person that works at a business in his 30s. It's terrible. And I'm glad he's caught, but people were speculating that he might be in trouble for tripping this guy. And I was like, what? Why is he in trouble for tripping him? And they said, oh, it could be considered assault. But luckily, in this case, it's a member of the public stepping in to help apprehend a criminal. They would not be held liable for the crime. Thank you, Japanese justice system, for being fair in this case. This man shouldn't be arrested. He shouldn't be charged. He should be given a medal. What a strange world we live in when heroes are cast as villains. Disgusting. So whoever this guy is in this gray suit wearing these clothes, thank you, sir. Let's see what you did one more time. So there you go. I don't know what's going on with Japanese trains recently. Hopefully all this is fixed by the time the Olympics come. Everything is better. But if you enjoyed this and you want to see more stories like this, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and subscribe if you haven't done that. But until next time, see you.